All right, we're going to be proceeding with another example on this one, in which we're going to be just accepting a number and then we're going to show twice of the number. In that, this problem would require us to create a program. Every time we're going to feed it a number, it's going to just simply duplicate it. If we give it like 10, then the output's going to be just 20. If we give it like 15, then the output's going to be just 30, and it goes on like that. And there are like practical applications of this kind, whether we are doing it like for exact duplication or a percentage of some number. And you might have seen it like whenever you are purchasing some stuff, there is always an additional value which is going to be just added next to it, whether it is like a tax or an additional kind of like the processing fee. Then in that case, whatever the value that you have added for the for the price is going to be just incremented later. Or the other way, it could be like deducted in case if you have some kind of promotion or discount. Then all that stuff would allow us just to see it on a day in a day-to-day activity. And then that's a part of it that we're trying to do on this one. So as usual, we're going to be just starting from, I'm going to just, for making it like consistent, I'm going to start from here. The start is going to be just on this one. And actually we have like most of the things like similar. So why don't we steal some of like the start from here, if it allows us. Like, let me put this thing a little bit upper so that I can copy the whole thing. And yep, there you go. And we can do this one and over here, because it is pretty much the same kind of idea, but there is a little bit of a change that we have to do. So on this one, what we're going to do is provide, we're going to say, please please enter the number, and we're going to have like a number here. And that's going to be just the name of a variable. And then it is one thing to notice is it is very essential, and then it's also like a very good habit to give the variable what they are doing. So in this case, we need them to hold like a number. So we're going to give the variable name as a number rather than just giving them as A or B or something like that one. Now, from here, we're now going to be just jumping directly into the output, because there is a little bit of like a process that we have to do. And for any kind of a process that we're going to be just using the rectangle, and in this case, we can do it like on the fly, but for the sake of like making it easy, let's call it like a double equals, then I'm going to have like a number. Let me extend this thing. And either I can say number plus a number, or I can just simply say by 2. And then that would give me like the duplicate or like the double of the number. So if I give it 3, by 2 is going to be just a 6, or I can say like 3 plus 3, or the other way is going to just to do that one. Now, after this, the next thing we're going to do is just to show the value that we got. So I'm going to explain back what is going on over here. So let's take this thing out and then put it like a little bit. Let me go back. Oops. Let me go back like a little bit on this one. We're going to come back to that one later. And then the result is, and we're going to say total or double, right? And from here, I can proceed to this one. And from here, probably we can move this whole thing over here, and then we should be good. So we start over here. This is just to create a program that would accept a number and then to show like twice of the number. And we start over here, we ask for the number, and the user is going to provide us that number. And then the next thing that we're going to do is just to do a little bit of our calculation, which is to multiply that one by 2 so that we can get a double. And then the next part is just to show it, which is the result is a double. Now, in this case, you're going to see we have like 2 variables involved. One is a variable that we're accepting from the user, and then the other one is our own variable that we have created so that the processed data is going to be just stored on it. And then the final result is going to be just shown as a double. Remember, like if you do over here as, let's say, a number, then that is another story. That's not going to make it correct, because you're just simply printing 3. If the user is giving, let's say 4, then you don't want to show 4, you want to show like 8. That's why we are going to be showing like the processed variable, which is a double. And then in this case, it's going to do that one. So we ask that one, we processed, and then we're going to show the value, and then we are done. So next time, if the other person wants to use this one, then they're going to do like the same thing, rinse and repeat, and then we're going to have like the whole values being handled properly. All right. So we have seen one example that's going to be just showing the process. On the next video, we're going to proceed on additional concepts of the programming using a flowchart. So I'll see you there.